show, so get rocking up.
So let me break it all down for you.
I ain't never giving up, I ain't never
You know
giving
I'm taking that crown from you.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Hey, what's going on guys? It's the FPL Penguin back again with another video for you all. And in today's video, it's going to be a Game Week 1 drafts collaboration video with these amazing people. Do give them a follow, subscribe to them, links down below in the description, also will appear on the screen as well. I want to say a big thank you to these guys for wanting to be a part of this collaboration. Something similar to what I did with the Project Restart one a few months ago, if you remember. So I hope you enjoy this video. I'll appear near the end of the video to show you my current draft. Please like the video, please subscribe, become a member of the Bubbly Bunch, and I'll see you later.
How's it guys, this is DayvyFPL coming at you with an update on my FPL draft for Game Week 1. So starting off in goal, we've got Ramsdale from Sheffield United. I'm still sticking with my guns on Ramsdale. Think he's going to be overall a very good season keeper. However, the switch to a 4.5 does look to be quite good, especially now that Havertz has been announced. The upgrade from Ziyech to Havertz looks to be quite good, especially with Pulisic at that same price, so we can do an easy switch with them. The rest of the defense is looking a little bit shoddy. Justin and Thomas seem to be in quite a lot of rotation worries there with that new Leicester fullback that they've just signed, as well as Vinagre. Apparently they're also going to be signing a new right or left back that could be in competition with him. Alexander-Arnold not going anywhere. Him having some England minutes looks to be quite good, and I'm happy that he's at least getting some preseason minutes before this FPL season. The midfield looks quite stacked, but it also has some premium aspect and budget aspects to it. Ziyech, I currently have him in my squad, but it does seem like he might be injured for Game Week 1, so the upgrade from Ziyech to Havertz, if he does start Game Week 1, is looking quite good. Saint Maximum, my 5.5 option. There are others 5.5 you can go for, including the likes of Armstrong from Southampton, but because I have Danny Ings, I'm not too keen on maybe getting another Southampton midfielder, so I thought Saint Maximum would be a good position filler here, as he is almost playing out of position sometimes in those Newcastle preseason friendlies. Aubameyang and Salah are pretty much no questions asked. Salah and Mane is quite a bit of a debate right now. I could easily switch just to Mane, but at least Salah has got that placeholder there, if you know what I'm saying. And then Aubameyang, he's going to be my captain probably for Game Week 1. I just don't think you can go without Aubameyang currently, especially because also that placeholder aspect. We've spoken about a lot of players here being placeholders, but when those United and City assets are banging, you want at least a premium that you can easily downgrade. The forward line has got me quite excited. I think it is currently quite a template front three, Werner, Mitrovic and Ings. So Ings and Werner, my two more premium options. You could also go for Che Adams if you like him over Ings and you want to save the cash, but I think Danny Ings just has that X factor in that Southampton squad, and I think if he's going to be scoring and assisting, Southampton will be doing quite well, so they're quite heavily reliant on him. With Werner, I'm very excited about Timo Werner. I think he's going to have an absolutely cracking season there at Chelsea, and I think overall Chelsea are going to perform quite well this season, especially in that top four. So Werner is a no-go. He's going to be in my squad probably. And then Mitrovic, I just think that with him being the Fulham talisman, that kind of makes him a little bit more attractive than other 6 million strikers. So I think that he's also not going to be going anywhere. Now the fixtures aren't too great, but I think if you're going to be taking a punt on the Fulham striker, you might as well do it now because their fixtures aren't the worst. On the bench, there's not much to talk about. I've opted for Ferguson here because I just think when he is fit, he's going to be starting. And then Charlie Taylor, Burnley are so consistent with their clean sheet, so he's going to be probably a season keeper for me, especially at 4.5. Great value there. And then Anguissa, there is talks about him potentially being rotated or transferred out, so I don't think he'll be my 4.5. I'll probably look for a more concrete 4.5 to go in with. And then Button, I would have to lose him. He might start a couple of games for West Brom, but I do think he's the second choice there. Newly signed from Brighton, as most of you know. Can't really do that Ryan and Button combo anymore, but I think the 4 million, there's been a new 4 million to keep at Brighton, so you can still go for that 8.5 rotation, which might be something that I do consider. So hopefully this has been quick enough for the video, and enjoy the rest of the video, guys. I'll be checking you guys later.
Hey guys, David here from FPL in the Dugout. Thank you to FPL Penguin for the invitation to come onto the channel and talk about my draft ahead of the FPL 2021 season starting this weekend, Game Week 1. Let's dive in. So I've got Alex McCarthy in goal. One of my key strategies is to keep it nice and budget friendly in goal and not spend over 8.5 million. So 4.5 million starter is key, and I've got Alex McCarthy. Saints are really strong at home, and he has a lot of save potential too. So Alex McCarthy could be a set and forget for me. Moving into defence, I have bolstered a little bit of the defence. I don't see much value in the FPL midfielders between that sort of 6.5, 7.5 price point yet. So I've taken that money and invested it into the back. So I've got Trent Alexander-Arnold. If you've got a Liverpool defender, you've got exactly the same reasons as I've gone for Trent. Goal potential, assist potential, and clean sheet potential. I've also gone for Matt Doherty, so he has exactly the same thing, but for Tottenham. With Tottenham's opening fixtures, I haven't been able to squeeze in a attacker, so the best sort of threat would be an attacking defender to get both points at each end of the field. I've also gone with Antonio Rudiger, so rather than a 4.5 million, I've stretched that extra 0.5 because I think Chelsea could be keeping a lot more clean sheets this year. We've signed some great players. If you do follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you know I'm a big Chelsea fan. So the fact that we've signed Thiago Silva and Chilwell means we're probably going to be keeping a lot more clean sheets. So 5 million for a top 4 team keeping clean sheets is good value for me. And then we've got James Justin at Leicester at 4.5 mil. Just to round that off because Leicester do have a really good opening run of fixtures. Moving into the midfield, Aubameyang, Salah, one will be captain, one will be vice captain, but then we go to the other two that I'm not so sure on. So I'm pretty much sure on St. Maximin. I think at 5.5 he's going to be great value, and they do have 2 good opening fixtures. Now Newcastle have Fraser, and now that they have Wilson, we could see some more potential for St. Max moving forward. And at the moment, that remaining sort of value is in Harvey Barnes. So I spent 7 million on Harvey Barnes to begin with. They do have some nice fixtures, minus the trip to Manchester City. But that's the area that I'm going to be looking at exploring and changing through the weeks. And then up top, I've got Chelsea boy Tino Werner. Creativity galore in that Chelsea midfield, so he'll have plenty of opportunities. And Che Adams of Southampton, so he solidified his place up top. Really looks lively after Project Restart. And for 6 million, I think he provides a lot of value. Now going on to the bench, we've got Nyland just to warm that seat. We've got Mitchell. He's looking to be starting as that £4 million defender, whilst he is filling in at left back for Van Arnholt. We've also got Brewster. He might be on loan, who knows, but again, he is a filler. And then the most important one for me is Mason Greenwood. So Manchester United attack, getting them in somehow. He's currently in my plans, but who knows how it all goes with what he has to face through disciplinary after his England antics. So Mason Greenwood's looking to come in with game week 2, hopefully, depending on that sort of England incident. We're also looking at Aubameyang out for De Bruyne in game week 3. I hate to plan for substitutes, but I think it's best to try and get in that Man City asset, especially when they're blanking to begin with. And then that Harvey Barnes could become a Phil Foden or Diogo Jota. So that's how I'm lining up. I'm feeling quite confident. I've got a few days to go, but I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't so far, hit that like button and subscribe to FPL Penguins channel and all the other great FPL content creators on here. And for a manager's view of FPL, always look for him in the dugout.
Welcome to FPL Take the Hit. Joff here. How are you, Kelvin from FPL Penguin? How are you, brother? This one here, this is my game week 1 draft. At the moment, it's definitely going to change. I really think that it depends on a lot of variables with obviously international break and friendlies and stuff like that. So at the moment, as I'm not sure if it's on the screen yet or not, but this is my team at the moment. So McCarthy in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Vinagre, Dallas, and Mitchell at the back. So again, very risky there because we don't know if Mitchell's going to start, do we? But this is what I'm looking at the moment. Pending, I'm sure we'll know a bit closer to the game week deadline if Mitchell starts. We've got Salah captain, Sonny Boy, Ziyech. I think that he'll be cleared to play, and Aubameyang with the vice, and then I've got Rodrigo and Mitrovic up front. So that's my I've got a 4-4-2 for the first game week because I'm benching my most likely will be Taylor from Burnley, depending on who looks like the likely to get the nod for the 4.5er. So maybe Peters or Bardsley or whatever, one of those guys. And then I've got Greenwood as well on the bench there, just to at the moment it looks like Greenwood's going to be playing that kind of position as last season. So I really like Greenwood this season if they don't sign Sancho. So I have to wait and see what happens there. But this is the team at the moment. I think it'll definitely change. I mean, let's be honest, we're all tinkering at the moment. But yeah, this is what I'm at the moment. I like Rodrigo. I think he'll be great for my boys Leeds. I really do think that we're going to score some goals this season, Leeds United. Mohamed Salah, standard, you just know what you're going to get from Mo. And even Son, I'm looking to do Son to Fernandez, I've actually got 1.5 in the bank, so that's what I'm looking to do in game week 2. And then obviously Aubameyang to KDB. Virgil van Dijk, someone that is I might end up with in my team. I really like Virgil. I think that 5 goals last season, 15 clean sheets. It's like, you think about it, it's like 20 goal season for a striker. So I really like Virgil, but yeah, that's what I'm at the moment. So we'll see how we go. Thanks for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for more of FPL Penguin's amazing videos. Cheers, guys.
Good evening, YouTube. Thanks for having me on, Penguin. Just to talk you through my current Game Week 1 team and a few things on it. Just briefly, let's get straight into it. So I've got Ryan in goal. I've gone with him because I like how Brighton have strengthened defensively. He's also a good shot stopper. Actually makes more saves than McCarthy, who's another 4.5 alternative. So I like the looks of Ben White, and they're signing from Ajax, which is why I've got Ryan. Nyland would just sit there, or any 4.0 that I choose to go with. In defence, I've gone with Trent. Not much needs to be said about him, really. Just, solid pick. Really like him. Just gets up, he's on set pieces, and is always attacking. Walker-Peters is an interesting one. I like the Southampton fixtures a lot, and they have been fairly good defensively, and I like how he can get far forward up that right-hand side. So I definitely like Walker-Peters as my sort of differential Southampton defender. Vinagre, Wolves, really good defensively. They conceded only 20 shots in their final 9 games, I think, of the season, which is less than Liverpool, less than City, less than all of those. So 4.5 mil for a Wolves defender, you can't really sniff at. The other 2 defenders, we've got Taylor of Burnley. Again, 4.5 million for a Burnley defender, knowing how good they are defensively. I can't really argue with that. I really like him as a pick, so he's in there. And Johnson is my 4.0, making up the numbers at the moment. But the 4.0 defenders at the moment are very hard to choose between, so that may change, or I may go up to a 4.5 with there. In midfield, I've currently got Salah in my team. Just that Liverpool attack with no City, no Man U. It feels like everyone will be having a Liverpool attacker, so it is a bit of a shield pick. I don't actually think they're necessarily worth the money this year. I think there are better options that I will be looking at, but Game Week 1, it feels like an essential to have one in there. As is Aubameyang, I do really like him as a pick. Interestingly, he is involved, when he's on the pitch, he's involved in 51% of all of Arsenal's goals. So if they score twice in a game, he's likely to have got a goal and an assist. Their opening fixtures are great, so I definitely want to be having Aubameyang in my team. Dele Alli's a differential one. I just really like Spurs looks much better at the end of last season, and Dele Alli at just 8, a good way to buy into that. With Højbjerg potentially playing that deeper role, Alli will be given the chance to go sort of much higher up into the sort of Kane, Son areas that we haven't seen with him before, and we know what he can do in those areas. Greenwood, I just think he's such good value for money. Not much I'd change about him. I would love to have Bruno in my team, but just the value that Greenwood offers, I really do like. And Souček, one of the most underpriced players in the game, will be great value, especially when their fixtures turn really nice. Not much more needs to be said. He just loves to, he's been priced as if he's a CDM, but he does get forward a lot and is really involved in the attacks. The front 3, so we've got Werner, Chelsea asset, like their fixtures. Werner is a really top class forward. I would prefer Pulisic if he was fit. At 8.5, I think he's much better value than Werner, and I think they'll probably match each other's for points. But Werner in at the moment because we know that he's going to play Game Week 1. We don't know if Ziyech is going to be fit. We don't know if Havertz is going to be ready, so Werner is the attacker that I've gone for. Che Adams, again, I wanted Ings. I couldn't have Ings. Che Adams felt like the next best thing, and he was really good at the end of last season, so Adams is in there. And then finally, we've got Chris Wood. So that sort of forward option, he's really reliable. He's got 15 attacking returns in 29 starts last season, and at just 6.5 million, seems really hard to ignore him with some reasonable fixtures to start off the season for him. But that's my team. It's fairly set in terms of the structure and the pricing. A few of the players could change between now and the start of the season.
Yo guys, my name is DrayZera from DrayZera Fantasy, and I have invaded the FPL Penguins YouTube channel in collaboration. And so he told me, my brother, give me a draft, DrayZera. we can collaborate, and we can be powerful together. Before I show you my draft, man like me is a bit crazy with this leaf thing here, and as I'm in FPL Penguins channel, I think I'm gonna change it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah! Look at this, my guys, I am dressed and ready! So, right here, this is my draft. This is my draft right here. So I thought to myself, McCarthy, Gunn, that is a goalkeeping combo, 4.5 million each. Now let me tell you something. Even though McCarthy's most likely going to start, I'm feeling to myself, I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried, my friends, that Gunn could start over McCarthy. I might be wrong. I could be insane in the membrane, but hey, let them both stay. I have got a power 3 defense of Doherty, Tierney, and Trent. These guys are goals, assists, and mad things. Goals, assists, and mad thing. So that is my thinking behind the defense. With Dallas on the bench and Voken. Voken is my 4 million budget option. I have a feeling that he might play for Southampton. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah. So, midfield 4 with Greenwood on the bench because they're bringing him up to game week 2. So he's just chilling. He's chilling for now. So, with the news that Callum Wilson is in Newcastle and has got the deal signed and done with Fraser coming in, Jamal Lewis, I feel that St. Maximin will give max profit to all you owners right there. So there we go. St. Maximin's there. We've also got Aubameyang in the house right here. We got Aubameyang, I have to say. Ole, he's the man right now. Son, in my opinion, he is a mad thing in a Mourinho team, and he is literally light up the fire in Mourinho's team. In my opinion, he is good in the hood. And we have got Kai Havertz. Hashtag hi Kai. Welcome to my team. He is going to be a mad thing. And you know, I have a strong feeling that he will start or at least come off the bench. And with Pulisic, very 50-50. I feel he's most likely never going to play game week 1. Otherwise, I would have picked him. There we go. And we've got a strike force of Mitrovic, Werner, and we have got the Liverpool brother himself, Ryan Brewster. Yeah, boy. 4.5. Now, he's a big long shot. He's not going to leave Liverpool before game week 1. And my hunches were initially, what if he moves to another club? He'll be valuable. But I'm sticking him in there. If he doesn't get on, then I've got my bench to do his thing. Pretty sure Dallas will play. And yeah, Mitrovic and Werner. What do you need to say about Mitrovic? Is scoring goals for fun right now. And Werner is the man. So, woo! There you go, guys. That is my team draft. Comment below what you guys think in it. So, back to the pick.
To my draft now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, follow these guys. Links are down in the description. This is my draft, guys. This is what I'm going for. I like the look of DCL. I like the way Everton are building. They brought in Alan now, James Rodriguez. About to sign probably Decore as well. Probably going to set down a 4-2-3-1. That's Everton I'm talking about. And probably have James Rodriguez just behind DCL. And I really like the look of Everton's fixtures after Spurs. And I think they could probably score against Spurs as well. Gave them a tough game last time out at Spurs. So I'd like to have DCL play in this game. Have Ward-Prowse on the bench. I like to have a plain bench, shall we say. Barring the keeper with Nyland or Button. Who knows who I'll pick. I'd like to have a playing bench. I'd like to have starters, shall we say. And I'm still messing around with it. As you can see, there's no Trent. There's no Trent, and that's probably like, why have you got no Trent? I don't know if he's going to start. He's still got a bit of an injury. They're not going to be easy fixtures, guys. Leeds are not easy fixture. Chelsea, Arsenal, and you're probably saying, but the guy can take corners. He can take free kicks. He's taking those to his bonus. And these great crosses into the box as well. True. But I've just got a feeling we're not going to keep a clean sheet in the first 3. I just feel more confident bringing in Trent. Maybe on a kind of early wild card. Probably going in game week 4, game week 5. When the fixtures get a lot more easier, I'll probably do a free transfer, try and bring him back then. But Liverpool, either Mane or Salah for me. Probably might keep Salah. Fingers crossed he does something. Who knows? He's been poor in pre-season. It's probably been, Mane's been a bit more of the better one of the two. Defensive-wise, I'm going for that double Sheffield United. I've got Egan. I've got Ramsdale. Ramsdale 128 saves last season for Bournemouth. He's going to have a much better defence in front of him this season. And Sheffield United did beat Wolves 1-0 at Bramall Lane last season. I think it was Egan who got the goal, got him a team. So Cody is in there as well. He's a certain starter. Captain Vinagre. It's a bit uncertainty now with this new signing. If he's going to start now, it would have been a great 4.5 while Johnny was out injured. So I'm not taking my chances. I've gone up to a 5 million Wolves defender in Connor Cody, who was the captain, I think, of Wolves. So I brought him in. Walker Peters as well is in there. And midfield, I've gone for Pereira. He's my bit of a dark horse. I think he could do well. Who knows? And I took Ziyech Chow, got Aubameyang. I'm going to slap the captaincy on him. That's never going to change. Even the more times I change his team, he's still going to be my captain. I think he's going to be the most picked captain this week as well. So I do really like this team. And Danny Ings is in as well. I think he's going to get over 20 goals, Danny Ings. I also like having St. Max in my team even more now with the signings of Callum Wilson, Fraser. 50-50 they'll start against West Ham, but if they do, what an attack that will be. Fraser, Wilson, Almiron and St. Max. St. Max needs this. He needs a better striker than Joel Linton. He needs a better striker. He needs another awesome winger, fast like him, the acceleration. And what great signings they are. Free agent Fraser, Wilson coming for like 20 million, I'm not sure. And they've got a really good team. The prices have come out as well, about 6 million, 6.5 million for Fraser and Wilson. I think, I think there's going to be a nice bandwagon for St. Max. And I think I'm good to go. I really like this team. I'm 95% there. I'm still tinkering around with it. So that's my team. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Follow these people, subscribe to this FPL Penguin account, the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, like the video, hit that bell, drink the bubbly, and see you later.
Stop the show, so get rocking up.
So let me break it all down for you.
I ain't never giving up, I ain't never
You know
giving
I'm
up.
taking that crown from you.
I ain't
A little bit of the bubbly.